Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're tackling YouTube growth. But not just any random tips and tricks, no. We're going straight to the source, YouTube itself.
That's right. We got our hands on a super interesting report, an official YouTube creator report, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was originally in Spanish, but don't worry, we got it translated. And let me tell you, this thing is basically a cheat sheet straight from the YouTube algorithm. Even seasoned creators might be surprised by what they find in here.
I am definitely intrigued. Okay, so what's the biggest takeaway? What's the one thing YouTube really wants us to know?
You know, it's funny, the report makes this kind of surprising statement. Right off the bat, they say YouTube actually wants creators to succeed.
Really?
Yeah, it's all about a healthy ecosystem, right? More views for creators means more ad revenue for everyone.
Right.
So YouTube isn't trying to hold us back. They actually provide a ton of tools and insights to help us grow.
So it's not us versus the algorithm after all.
Exactly. It's more like we're partners working together to make YouTube the best platform it can be.
Okay, I like that. So how do we actually do that? What are some of those specific insights from the report?
Well, they emphasize this one metric that's absolutely crucial, click-through rate. You know, CTR.
Yeah, CTR, how many people click on your thumbnail?
Right, exactly. And the report actually drops a bombshell here. It says popular videos get a CTR of at least 10% on the first day.
Whoa, 10% on day one.
Yeah, that's huge GE. Makes you realize those initial hours are super critical.
So our thumbnails and titles, those really are make or break.
Do your first impression. Like, think of it as a storefront window display. Got to grab people's attention.
Absolutely. So spending time on those is non-negotiable. Really got to make them pop.
Couldn't agree more. But getting those clicks is just the first step, right? And you got to keep people watching.
Retention. You're talking about how long people actually stay on your video.
Exactly. The report dives into this too, and they have a specific benchmark. For a 12-minute video, you want viewers watching for at least 6 minutes and 10 seconds on average.
Oh, wow. So that's like just over 50%, right?
Yep.
So it's not just about getting people to click play.
It's about keeping them glued to their seats.
Exactly. And YouTube is tracking every second of that watch time. So think about those captivating intros,
Oh, yeah.
cliffhangers, keeping that pacing up. It all matters.
It's a good reminder. We got to deliver on the promise of our titles and thumbnails.
For sure. Can't just trick people into clicking. Got to keep them engaged.
Right. So that brings up the next question. What are some of those actionable ways to actually boost retention?
Well, I think it all comes down to understanding your audience, like really getting inside their heads.
Putting on our detective hats.
Exactly. It's not enough to know what people are watching. We got to understand why they're watching it.
The psychology behind it all.
Yeah. And this report, even though it doesn't explicitly talk about audience psychology, it drops some pretty interesting clues.
Oh, like what?
Well, they keep hammering on about those visually appealing thumbnails.
Right. Got to make them pop.
Yeah. And there's a reason for that. Our brains are wired to prioritize images over text. Makes sense. It's like, you're walking past a row of restaurants. You're way more likely to be drawn to the one with those mouth-watering food photos.
Totally. That thumbnail, it's your first impression. Got to make it count.
Right. And the report also talks about those clear, concise titles.
Oh, yeah. Benefit-driven, tell people exactly what they're going to get.
People are busy scrolling through tons of videos.
Yeah, coming fast.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've got those clicks. Now we got to keep people watching.
Retention.
Yeah. Why do some videos keep us glued to the screen while others,
we click away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's the secret sauce?
Pacing is huge, for sure. If a video drags on, gets repetitive.
People get bored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine listening to someone just drone on and on.
Yeah, no thanks.
But a video with, good information, some visuals, maybe a little humor sprinkled in.
Keeps things interesting.
Exactly. Like a movie with a great storyline, awesome visuals, keeps you on the edge of your seat.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And the report also mentions the power of storytelling.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Humans are hardwired for stories. It's how we connect.
It's how we make sense of the world.
Exactly. And when you bring storytelling into your YouTube videos, even if you're not making fictional content,
right,
it just makes it more engaging, more memorable.
So how do we actually do that? Like weave storytelling into, say, a how-to video or something?
Personal anecdotes are great. Sharing a quick story that connects to your topic.
Oh, that makes you more relatable.
Exactly. Humanizes you. You're not just a talking head.
And case studies too, right?
Oh, those are super powerful. Show people real-world examples of, how your advice has actually helped others.
Proof that it works.
Exactly. And don't forget about visuals, images, video clips, maybe some animation.
Bring your content to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps people understand and remember the information better. And music, too.
Oh, yeah. Music sets the mood.
Totally. Can make a huge difference.
This report also kind of touches on another interesting concept, social proof.
Oh, yeah, the wisdom of the crowd thing.
Yeah, like, we're more likely to try that new restaurant if there's a line out the door.
Totally. Makes us think, oh, it must be good if everyone's going there.
Right. And on YouTube, that translates to things like our view count, likes, comments.
Shares, all of that gives potential viewers that sense of validation.
Like, oh, other people are engaging with this content. Maybe I should check it out too.
Exactly. So how do we build that social proof?
Well, encouraging those likes, comments, subscriptions, that's a good start, right?
Absolutely. And promoting your videos on other platforms, getting it out there.
Especially when you're just starting out.
Yeah. Collaborating with other creators, too.
Expanding your reach.
Totally. And let's not forget about curiosity.
Ooh, keeping people guessing.
We're naturally drawn to the unknown, right?
Like those YouTube videos that end on a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah. Makes you want to come back for more. Or those titles that pose a question, you just got to know the answer.
Totally. It's like a magic show, you know something amazing is about to happen.
But how did they do it?
Right. So how do we, as creators, tap into that curiosity?
Intriguing questions in your titles and thumbnails, for sure.
Tease upcoming content.
Keep them on the edge of their seats.
Don't give everything away at once.
A little mystery goes a long way. So we've covered a lot, really dug into the psychology of what makes people tick on YouTube.
Yeah, we're like YouTube therapists now.
Maybe. But, understanding those motivations, the desires, all those little quirks of human behavior.
Helps us create content that really connects.
Exactly. Makes people feel something. And that's what keeps them coming back for more.
For sure. But now I'm thinking, how do we zoom out? Like, how do all these individual pieces fit into a complete YouTube strategy?
The big picture.
All right, so we've been breaking down all these YouTube success secrets.
Really getting into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, the data, the psychology, all of it.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking, how do we zoom out? How do we take all these pieces and put them together into a bigger picture strategy?
Yeah, we don't just want those one-off viral moments, right?
Right. We're talking about building something sustainable.
A channel that keeps people coming back for more.
Exactly. And I think it all starts with, understanding your why.
Your why, huh?
Yeah, like, why are you creating content in the first place? What's the message you want to share with the world?
Yeah, it's your foundation, right? Like a blueprint for your whole YouTube journey.
I like that. A blueprint. And this report, even though it doesn't, lay out specific content strategies, it does keep coming back to this idea of choosing topics that really resonate with your audience.
Right. Like, what are they actually searching for? What problems are they trying to solve?
Exactly. And this is where, good old-fashioned keyword research comes in.
Oh, yeah. Gotta know what people are typing into that search bar.
And staying on top of trends in your niche. What's hot right now?
Being in the right place at the right time.
Exactly. But, it's not just about chasing every fleeting trend.
Right.
It's more about, knowing your audience so well.
Understanding what they're interested in.
Yeah. Almost like you can anticipate what they'll want to watch next.
That's the sweet spot.
And I think this is also where experimentation comes in, right?
Oh, for sure. YouTube is always changing. Got to be willing to try new things.
Different formats, styles, even topics.
See what sticks. Analyze the data. What's working, what's not.
And then adjust. Keep refining your approach.
Absolutely. But there's another thing the report really emphasizes: consistency.
Yeah, that's a big one.
The algorithm loves it. Creators who show up regularly with good content.
Like clockwork.
Exactly. It's like building a muscle. The more you create, the stronger you get.
And the more YouTube recognizes you as, a reliable source.
A creator worth recommending.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But consistency isn't just about hitting that upload schedule, right?
No, it's also about maintaining quality.
Yeah. Every video has to deliver value, even if it's just pure entertainment value.
Can't just phone it in. Got to bring your A game every time.
And that's where passion comes in.
Oh, yeah. Passion is the fuel.
You can have all the hacks, all the strategies in the world.
But without passion, it's not going to last.
Because building a successful YouTube channel, it takes work. It takes dedication.
There will be challenges. There will be times when you want to give up.
But that passion, that love for what you're doing.
That's what keeps you going.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want everyone listening to remember this. Don't get lost in the metrics, the algorithms, all that stuff.
Right.
Keep the bigger picture in mind. Your why, your passion, the value you're bringing to your audience.
Let that be your guide.
Yeah, let that fuel your creativity, your resilience.
And have fun along the way.
Absolutely. YouTube's an amazing platform. It lets you share your voice with the world.
Don't be afraid to experiment, to learn, to grow.
This deep dive, it's giving you the tools, the knowledge, the insights.
Now it's your turn to put it all into action.
Go create content that lights you up, content that resonates with your audience.
We're cheering you on.
Until next time, keep learning, keep creating.
Can keep diving deep.